Curry. We out here, man. This is the middle of Cornhill. This is James Street. You see behind me, this is where we originally had the first school supply drive. No, sorry, pardon me. That's the second school supply drive. That was in 2019. It took me a little while to build up to where I wanted to get the school supply drive movement going. My goal was to initially only do about 5 of them because the distance from me living in downstate near New York City and driving to Utica to get everything done, get everything organized, it could be a bit much. But you know, with the right people, I had a lot of supportive people come help me out after the first one. More and more people wanted to be involved once we started doing more and more. Yeah, James Street, Kimball Park now. This is James Street Park, Kimball Park. And this is where I'm gonna try to have the upcoming school supply drive for 2020. You know, this basketball court kind of mean a lot to me because a lot of those summer days back in like 97, 98, I know I'm type old, but this basketball court, man, it was something to do, and that's one thing I think Utica kind of need again. We need those rec centers, man. We need things for these kids to do to get them off the streets. The shooting victims are younger, and the shooters are younger. You got guys out here packing pistols at 13, 14 years old, and it's one thing to say what needs to be done, but it's a whole different story about who's stepping up and being on the front line. Anything to help these kids, man, I'm here for it. You know, at the end of the day, these kids are next in line for the future. We getting older. I'm 35 now. So whatever I could do to help, I'm here. At the end of the day, man, I'm not here to tell nobody what to do with your money, what to do with your time, but you know, we all we got at the end of the day, man. This is where I'm from. It was a point where I would say, yo, I wish I didn't live in Cornhill. But being from a place like Cornhill and Utica, it kind of built my character to what I became out to be today. With that said, this is why I do the school supply drives. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm better than anybody. I'm not trying to say, oh, this is what you should do with your money, but a lot of times when people like myself move away from Utica, they write Utica off. And unfortunately, when they write Utica off, talk shit about Utica, they sometimes land on hard times where they have to come back to the very same place they down. So go figure. Don't forget where you come from, because you never know when you might have to go back. What I think Utica itself gets a bad rap, particularly the less unfortunate areas. You got a lot of talented people here that have so much potential, but they could be held back by a lot of negative shit. My goal is to try to shed some light on a lot of the negative, so the positive can outweigh the negative. You can't keep waiting for people to do things for you. You know, there's a lot of resources out there. Try to put up your own money. That's another thing. I wanted to put up my own money in the beginning to do the school supply drive, because if you want something done, you got to do it yourself. And I think sometimes with our people, we wait for the government and all these other resources in higher positions to do things for us. In other words, man, try to build. You never know what you can get done when you work with the right people.